back to my channel where we go over every single spoiler for the upcoming Raging Echoes League. Today is day 4, so let's get right into it. So today Jagex revealed a brand new relic called Grimoire. We're going to go over the details of that relic. Then we're going to talk about how this is going to affect region unlocks and the choices that you make, because it'll give you access to things in certain regions that you wouldn't have access to normally. And then I'm also going to give you my analysis and my first initial thoughts about this relic and its uses. It's going to be a great one. So Grimoire, we've seen this before where it gives you this book called Arcane Grimoire. This book will allow you to swap between spellbooks, which is great. Gives you pretty much access to, instead of having a house altar or, the magic cape, if you get access to that based on your region, you can just now use this book to swap between spellbooks. And then the Grimoire also acts as a Book of Dead, so you can just swap, summon a thrall, swap back to ancient magics and keep on, damaging whatever you're doing, right? But most importantly is this last line, which is amazing, which is it gives you access to all spells and prayers regardless of area, quest, or diary requirements. This is absolutely absurd. Previously, you had to unlock the regions in which you were going to use the spells, and then you would be able to use those spells, kind of like Desert unlocking ancient magics, and then you could swap to the ancient magic spellbook. But now you can just do it from anywhere, and this also affects all the prayers that were always locked behind regions, which is amazing. So here you can see, I've talked about this image before. Again, great image. I'm going to put a link for that in the description below. But it shows you all the specific prayers and spellbooks that are region locked in the past, and now you get access to all of them, right? What's crazy is Kandrian was kind of nerfed since last time, where the Occult was nerfed since last league. In addition to that, I think its Echo item is, it has its functional uses and it can be very powerful in certain areas, but I wasn't too excited about it overall, just, killing the smoke devil and things like that. But now that you can get access to Piety, Kandrian, to me, potentially seems like a dead region. Also, don't forget all your other spellbooks as well. Like Fremennik gives you access to the Lunar spellbook, which gives you access to Plank Make. This is a great PVM skilling ability, right? Phenomenal. Okay, so like I mentioned, this was in the past relic called Superior Sorcerer in Trailblazer Reloaded. Now we have just access to that, but we don't have access to the rune pouch that was also included. Now, I do have a potential theory that the rune pouch that, stores 6 runes might come as a part of the magic, combat relic, not relics, but, combat masteries. So let's keep an eye out for that. But that part is missing because swapping between spellbooks means you would probably have to carry a lot of runes to cast all the spells between all the different spellbooks. So that can be a little bit of a difficulty, but still, I imagine Jagex will bring back that rune pouch. And this is also the first combat type of relic that we've seen. Like I said, those prayers that you're going to have access to are just huge power boosts. And you don't have to wait to grind the scroll from chambers to get access to the mage and range prayers, right? You can just get them immediately, which is like a massive power boost to whatever your stats are in the game. Also, the book does have some stats. It has the same stats that it's had in the past leagues, which is 6 magic accuracy and 3 prayer bonus. This isn't anything super exciting, but you can wield it in your offhand, which is nice. It's going to be good for bursting tasks and then switching spell books. Also, if you remember my previous video, if you haven't watched that, check out my previous video going over Golden God. One of the issues with it was that I had pointed out was you have to be on the standard spell book to get it going. So if you log off on the ancient spell book, then you have to log back in, switch to the standard spell book to get your alchs going. Now that you have this book, you can just do that automatically. So this pairs up really nice with Golden God, so you can pretty much always be alching and making infinite money. Like I said, it's really going to propel you towards that 25 mil magic XP, which is just a huge chunk of league points, which is nice. Again, if you're going to do a lot of PVM contact and magic is your combat of choice, then you're probably going to hit that 25 mil and the 99 magic in no time. But if you're not and you're going to go with range or melee, then this is a great way to kind of hit that passively if you choose that. And remember, Golden God has access to money and therefore access to all the items in the shops. So it is really going to be good. And then this book just really makes a compound thing of it. Now, that said, we don't know what tiers this relic and Golden God is. I don't think it will be a difference of choice there because this is like a combat style relic and that one is a utility style relic. I would imagine these be different tiers, but it's going to be super good. The one last thought I did have was, does this mean there's no return of ruinous powers? We did see a relic dedicated to prayer and damage in the combat tiers with ruinous powers in the past. Given that this is giving you access to piety and the magic and the range prayers, will we really want access to ruinous powers? That was really rounding out people who weren't taking Zaya in the past. And so that's my first thought, is like, hey, if you get this, are we not going to get ruinous powers, right? If you have ideas of, how this can be paired up with other things, definitely leave your comments below. If you found this video helpful, definitely give it a smash like. And yeah, if you want to stay up to date on more League content, definitely give a subscribe. I'm going to be releasing these videos daily. So thank you so much. Have a good one.